topic. We are counting the cost of divorce. Tonight, we're talking about counting the cost of divorce. Why? Because some of y'all out there done got in your head that the holiday is over and I am ready to leave, or some of you done probably already left, and I'm ready to serve papers and get this thing over with. Well, Dr. Patty is going to talk to you about that tonight, because while you may be thinking all of that, you may not have considered all the costs. And on that sign, on that little marquee that says a divorce for $250, trust me, honey, it's going to be a whole lot more than $250. Tonight, so guess what? We are talking about counting the costs. Counting the costs of a divorce. Why are we talking about that? Because this is the season to be jolly for filing for a divorce. January is the most highest month for an increase in divorce inquiries, to the tune of some number of more than 300%. So once all that Christmas stuff is over, the Christmas tree is down, many people or many couples set up about the process of breaking down their marriages, and usually they hold off from doing it to avoid spoiling the festivities of the holiday. And so I was reading an article off of Guardian.com that talked about Cooperative Legal Services anticipates a 332% rise in divorce inquiries this month compared with the previous 4 months. And for many of those divorcing, the strain of Christmas was not to blame, because a split was already in the pipeline for many couples. They just delayed making the announcement. And so research has showed, as commissioned by the family law provider, that men, 27% are marginally more likely than women, which show 23% to hold off from investigating proceedings until after a family occasion. And so overall, women are more likely to begin the conversation about separating from the man, with more than half of 55% of the divorced women saying this was the case compared to a third of divorced men. And so they were asked, why did you hold off until after the celebration of the holidays? And many of them said, I didn't want to spoil the proceedings. That's what it is. I didn't want to intermix the holiday happiness with filing papers, is what it is. But how many of you know that just makes the whole holiday a facade? That's what it was. So a third wanted to have one last Christmas as a family. I know what that's like. Lord only knows. While 10th of the divorcees did not want other people to be upset about it. So nearly a third, or 32%, had not confirmed they were going to get divorced, while the other 10th did not want to spoil the child's holiday. And that's why they just waited and held off. And let me just tell you something. There's a lot that comes with divorce. There's a lot of regret and things that go on with it. Just in announcing the plans to separate, many people who didn't do it after the holidays said they wish that they had waited until the holidays had passed in order to do it. And so, this is a heavy, heavy, heavy time for divorce filings. It's a big deal. It's not a little matter. It's not anything to contend with. A lot of people's lives are impacted by divorce. Not just, it's not just, oh, I go to the courthouse, oh, I file the papers, oh, I move out. No, it's family, it's your finances, it's the legal system. If you have children, your children are impacted. It's a heavy cost. Okay. And so it's not, I'll just go do this. And that's why you wonder why Dr. Patty has spent so much time. I've invested so much time in talking about this over the course of not just surviving through the holidays when you come through a separation or divorce, but now for the people who have been contemplating and ready to go make that next move, because it has to be an educated and informed decision about what you're going to do, because most people who do it driven out of emotion. And then once they get in it, it's devastating to them because they haven't counted the cost, what it's going to cost them mentally, emotionally, physically, what it's going to cost their family, what it's going to cost their friends, what it's going to impact every single area of their life.